Angelina Jolie returns for the follow-up to the hit film that showed us the villain's side of a classic fairy tale. We'll be going over the video and audio quality, cover options, and if it's worth the pickup. In for review today is Maleficent Mistress of Evil on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel where today I'll be taking a look at the sequel to 2014's Maleficent starring Angelina Jolie in the title role. The original movie premiered on 4K a few months ago and it was a really impressive looking disc. Now as for the actual movie, I wasn't a huge fan of this one. I felt like it had all the elements of a great sequel, but it really was kind of boring, and while I loved the first movie, this one just didn't do it for me. I didn't think this disc looked as good as the first one, but it was still a good image. I thought it had a good use of HDR and the colors were really lush and vivid, especially the outdoor scenes. Now a good portion of this movie is CGI like the first film, and I think that goes a long way in how good it does look. I did think certain scenes looked a bit glossy and not the 4K crispy that you're expecting from Ultra HD. Now that might have been more intentional on the filmmaker's part though. For video quality, I'll just give this one an 8.5. As with most Disney releases, this disc does suffer from the Atmos sound, and I had to turn this one up a bit, though not as much as the other releases. Now maybe I'm just getting used to it in general, I don't really know. There were a few scenes that used the surrounds decently, and I liked the immersive feel during some of the flight scenes, but overall I'd rank this just average. For audio quality, I'll go with an 8. The standard cover for this film is fairly uninspired. I'm not super crazy about the look of it, but it's just your typical use of clip art pieced together. I like the more colorful look of the previous film, and this art just looks a bit cold to me. Target has a nice digibook that uses some of the same clip art, but I do think this looks pretty nice. Best Buy offers up a steelbook, which I think looks the best, although I'll say that I think the back cover art should have been the front art, but that's just because I like that image the best. It's fairly minimal, but I really do like it, and it's what I picked up. So overall, what's my opinion on picking this release up? Honestly, I just wasn't a big enough fan of the film in general, and I can't see me rewatching it much. I've seen the first film a few times, and I've enjoyed it during every viewing, but this follow-up just doesn't have the same feel for me. Now, your opinion may differ on that, so I would definitely recommend maybe renting it. I think this disc is just slightly below the first in terms of quality, and while it's nice looking enough, it's not really going to wow you like the previous movie did. I would say just rent it first, and if you like it enough, go ahead and pick up the disc. I did watch the digital stream when it was first released, and I really didn't notice a huge uptick from the physical release, so that should give you a good idea of what to expect. So hopefully this has helped your decision a little bit, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and if you're not already a subscriber, consider doing so as we go over the latest 4K titles every week. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.